everyone, SilverHyena. Welcome back to the channel. In this video, we are going to ink over this color pencil line art that I had done earlier with the light box. If you want to check out that video first, I will have a link to it in the description below. But that being said, all we really need to do is just get started. This is quite self-explanatory. However, in general, I find this to be a very relaxing process. I like using pens that are smear resistant and, if at all possible, waterproof. Trust me, one of the saddest feelings in the world is when you get that perfect inking and then you go to apply your color, like especially markers or if you're using watercolors, and then it starts to smear and muddy everything up. Oh my gosh, that's the stuff nightmares are made out of. I find that the Faber-Castell Pitt artist pens usually gum up less and go down smoother than microns. However, I also use microns a lot too, so they are still very good in my opinion. It's important to use a pen that's comfortable in your hand and has a nice ink flow. Post below, what brands of pens do you like to use for inking? I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. I just love the bold pop that a well-inked drawing has. I've always loved this style. Now, usually this is much better for more cartoony animated than most realism, but it really just depends on what you're going for. Don't get me wrong, I know that there's plenty of realism done in pen and ink, and for those of you that do that, I salute you because, quite frankly, it's amazing. But in general, if I had to pick a favorite, I think I'm mostly fond of mixed media, because I usually end up bringing a little something else into whatever the main medium I'm using. I usually have one main and then a whole bunch of minors, like I bring in a gel pen for a smidge, I bring in a Faber-Castell brush pen, my gray tones for a little bit. But the star of the show could be colored pencils or ohuhus or whatever I feel like using. Okay, so this is what a finished ink usually looks like after I do the color pencil or graphite pencil and then, well, ink it over, as you saw. I'm curious. Okay, not too much bleed through. Now, I often end up going over the line art again as I work, just to touch up things. If this was regular graphite, I'd have erased it, but since this is colored pencil, I figure I'm gonna see if I can work that into the final piece. So, join me in the next video where we finally do the coloring, the fun part. Well, okay, then again, sometimes the sketching can be the fun part too. In fact, that's the whole thing about art, is that it can all be fun. And I'm not sure if you can hear that, but my brother and our mutual friend. They're out in the living room, ironically cackling like hyenas. Okay. Well, I'm afraid that's all we have for this video. Please leave a like if you enjoyed and found it helpful in some way, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. This is SilverHyena, signing off. Stay creative, everybody. Bye!